Morning. Ding for the Bluetooth. Got it working. Right. How's everybody? Okay, welcome. It's Friday, the 25th. Bank holiday. I'm open today until 5. I'm open Saturday until 11 till 5. Open Sunday and Monday 11 till 4 on each of those days. So come on down. We've got a band on. We've got a gig on Saturday, 4 p.m. Susie Lewis is playing another free install at the shop over there. Over there. Woo! Exciting, eh? Anyway, look, yeah, so hello, welcome. If you've never seen one of these videos before, I'm Alan. Very 1970s name. And I run a record shop in North Liverpool, and we sell records. And I'm going to show you some of the records we've got for sale that are new in stock. And I've got dirty glasses and a tent to rattle on. So I'll put the timings up for the times that you can go to see new records. So we'll have we have sections on new records, then we have sections on collectibles. And if you think, oh, he's struggling a bit, he's never done these videos before, I've done loads of them. This is how rubbish they are. Okay, so there's that. Right, anyway, timings. Let's put a time in here. And that is for the just normal standard new stuff that's in. And then I'm going to put a section on collectibles here. That'll also include Beatles, because it's International Beatles Week, isn't it, in Liverpool? So I'm obviously trying to flog the Beatles and all the fabs linked to stuff that I've got. And I've got some cool stuff, got some original presses, got some, you know, lesser, you know, some good solo stuff, All Things Must Pass, you know, Ram, stuff, interesting stuff, in good condition. And I've got some rare, decent records, which, if you're a Beatles fan and you're watching this, pop on down to my shop. 15 minutes out of Liverpool. Yeah, on the train. The train doesn't go like that. And come down to Waterloo and come out the station. Turn right, down the hill. And about 150 yards down there on the right. Is anybody any good at measuring distance, actually estimating distance? I know from previous jobs that I've done that people are rubbish at all that sort of stuff. He was a tall bloke. He was really skinny, and yeah, and you know, he had long flowing blonde hair and Danny DeVito. People are rubbish at that, aren't they? Right. Anyway, I'm gonna get a cup of coffee. So hang on a minute. Oh. So yeah, this is the quality of the. Oh, turn this on. I haven't had a cup of coffee in ages because I stopped drinking it because I, you know, give you a bit of palpitations. But I'm having a cup. For you people live on camera now, so if I keel over, it's not to get 250 quid for you being framed, alright? Let's have a ding for anybody else's. You know what I mean? I don't know who it was, but there we go. This is the quality you get. What else has happened? Cappuccino. Yeah, good cappuccino. What else has happened? I was listening to Radio 4, you know, obviously, Radio 4, and they were talking about this cognitive bias effect about competence in people. I think they were talking about politics, and it's called the Dunning-Kruger effect, I think it was called. Cognitive bias of people of limited competence, let's say, right, who overestimate their abilities and have this cognitive bias that they're actually, you know, really good at something. And I was like, oh, sounds like me making videos. Dunning-Kruger. I don't remember coming across that when I studied psychology, but it's probably some fancy new theory. But it made me think of that famous Quentin Crisp quote. If at first you don't succeed, maybe failure is your style. I thought it was good. Highbrow chat. Anyway, got some good records. It's going to be about 6 minutes, isn't it? let's just say 6 minutes. 6 mins. Yeah, so please come down the gig because it's, you know, we put these events on and they're free. Come down, just support new musicians. So that's on Saturday at 4 PM. And if you've never been in the shop, just pop on down, come down for a chat. We got all the vintage hi-fi, whoop, which is cool. Got the jukebox in the corner. You see that over there? Ah, oh, production value. Honestly, I'm just waiting for the knock on the door, frankly. Do you know what I mean? I'm waiting for the knock on the door. Not by the police. Not by the police. Not by the police. No. Right. Get me coffee and then we'll get into it. Give me a little wipe. Woohoo! Hello, welcome to the... I've overshot again. Woohoo! More double entendres. Just how boring everybody is. I watch YouTube rather than normal telly, and I was watching this homemade sort of documentary about Charles Hawtrey, and it was fascinating. That's how boring my life is. But we might as well go to 7 minutes because, you know, I've wasted this much time now. But look at these cool things. So if I've got some cool new posters, look. Fishbone, but all surfers. Living colour. Because I'm kind of stuck in that era. And I got a cool Rage Against the Machine one. Ooh, it's going up in the shop. Right, let's get into it. Hello, 7 minutes. Welcome to the flick through. What have we got? We've got loads. I've got loads of 7s, but I'll just do them in the collectible bit because most of those are interesting collectible records. So what have we got? We got Kate Bush, Dreaming. Can you see that? Do you want to come? A bit closer, baby. Kate Bush, Dreaming. Look at all this. A lot of it's Beatles because I'll be putting that out in the collectibles because Beatles week in it. I'm trying to get people. Funny things go on South Road, I tell you, some funny things go on. Woo! Some records smell funky. This doesn't smell funky. I think it's me. Yeah, it's me. There you go. Kate Bush. I told you about that joke, didn't I? That when you're doing someone tells a joke, you go Kate Bush, as in da-dum-tish. Use that to confuse people. Camel, music inspired by the Snow Goose. Elton John, greatest hits. Right, some new presses here. Some interesting ones. I've never had this in before. Queen's Greatest Hits 2. Which, you know, I mean, arguably you could take them to trading standards, couldn't you? Because the Miracle got quite hot, charted quite high. The Invisible Man. That is, you know I'm a Queen fan if you watch this channel, you know me. It's rubbish. And I think it's Roger's song and it's rubbish. It's rubbish, it's rubbish, it's the rubbish. The Invisible Man's on here. Who Wants to Live Forever? Breakthrough, anything off The Miracle. Yeah, The Miracle. Friends Will Be Friends, I mean that was a big hit. Kind of Magic, Under Pressure, Radio Gaga, I Want It All, I Want to Break Free. Yeah, great, you expect I Want It All. Sorry, you expect, yeah, I Want to Break Free. Innuendo, It's a Hard Life. You expect all the work stuff, a bit of a Kind of Magic. But it's Under Pressure, yeah, Under Pressure's on it. Anyway, rabbiting on. And then they did a Greatest Hits 3, and really, you know, no. No. They had to pull out some, like, George Michael, and I'm sure the George Michael at the Freddie Mercury concert's on there. I went to that. Very good concert. George Michael's great. Queen Greatest Hits. This is a new version of it. You know, that's what you expect, you know. Anyway, we've all got opinions. Don't watch it. Don't subscribe. Don't like. Go outside. Enjoy the sunshine. Go and walk up a mountain. We went to Scotland recently and it was beautiful. Absolutely stunning. The big joke was, you know, there's loads of midgets in Scotland. They had, we joked that you could get his and hers nets to put over your face. Best of REM. All new. Tina Turner, simply the best. Of course, there's a ding for Tina. She's amazing. Oh, I'll put all Beatles stuff in the little Beatles section. Not all of it's collectible, obviously. Jimmy, best of Jimi Hendrix, all new stuff. Best of Bob Marley and the Wailers, new pressing on that. Obviously, this is a new pressing of it though. Oh, sorry, it's Genesis. Seconds out. Ooh, what's that? Oh, look, this has got a... my degree certificate. No, half-speed mastering certificate. If you don't know what that means, it means... I'm going to think I know what it means. It means they get the original tapes and they remaster it, but they slow it down. And I think by recording stuff... I've noticed from the reel to reel. I'm obviously from Tape Talk. They slowed it down. You can get better quality reproduction of the sound. That sounds really lame, like I don't know what I'm talking about, and I don't. But I know by recording at a slower speed, you can get a better reproduction of the sound. And presumably they make masters from those original tapes. They produce another tapes presumably, and then make masters again and stamp it from that. So the Beatles ones are pretty good. Genesis, I don't know. I don't know if this is... I don't know if they bothered to remaster Invisible Touch. Anyway, Invisible Touch. Yeah? Only the band Steely Dan could have been. I haven't done a Steely Dan Toto joke in a while. Oh. I'm going to give my regards to Brosty in with the Beatles stuff, just to annoy you all. Put it next to Ram, because clearly it's a far superior album. It is. Genesis, Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. Is this half-speed redoodad? No. I've struggled. I'll be honest. Honestly, I'll give it a go, but I've struggled. Alison, Bruford, Waitman and Howe. I think I know somebody who might be interested in that. Claire, if you're watching this, I think you're interested in that, aren't you? So probably not, but I'll give you I'll drop you a line. Dire Straits with a none, but I've got like a billion of these, but this is just a newer press of it. This is a brand new pressing of it. Marillion, Tears of a Scrap for a Jester's Tear. Marillion. I didn't really understand Marillion either. I thought, were they trying to beat Genesis? And if I don't get Genesis, I'm not going to get Marillion. Sorry. New presses. Touching the Straws. Misplaced Childhood. Right. Is that it on the new in stuff? I think that's it, and I think the rest of it is now collectibles. So, okay, I'll do some of the 7s, and then we'll do collectibles. So, not collectible 7s, there's tons of stuff. There's loads of 7s in. There's loads I've got to go through, and I mostly try and buy either something really interesting in collectible or post-punk stuff, you know, Blondie, Susie, whatever. So to that effect, I have got some of them, but I'll do them in the collectibles. But the non-collectible stuff is like Grace Jones, and then I managed to get all the level 42 singles, and from a chap who I think you watch these videos, so thank you. I've been playing these in the shop, going through a bit of a level 42 thing at the moment. So just level 42. Like 1981 level 42. 7s, early level 42 stuff. Great. Maybe not. Well, it's hot. 84. Hot water. You got enough slap bass in your life? If you go and check out, there's a channel, I can't remember the dude's name is, but if you look up like slap bass comedy, he's got like 3 million followers and he just talks about slap bass. It's really good. He's really funny. I think he's an Italian chap. Right, let's go 15 for the collectibles then. See, told you, Dunning-Kruger effect. I'm on the lookout for a bit more tech for the shop as well, so not than you'd expect. I'm after a video disc player. Jumping into tech, right? Got a projector, but I want to get a video disc player and like set up a video disc in the shop and maybe do some movie nights with video disc. How cool would that be? So if anybody knows if anybody's got a video disc player, then give us a shout. Right, we'll get into some collectibles, but I'll show you this super quick. I'll show you all these NMEs and stuff that I've got. I think I've showed these on videos before, but there's some cool ones. So where's this from? Is that 58? I think that's 58. But you open them up and they got like adverts for Voxes and stuff like that. Yeah. Tommy Steele's greatest disc. Tommy Steele's still rocking and rolling, isn't he? And I think we get on to then 63. And one of them has, one of them has Beatles in Hamburg, and it says it has Little Richard going, oh, one of the best bands I played with, Beatles in Hamburg. They're excellent. And then that's early 63, and then late 63, they just, I think from the summer of 63, it just exploded, didn't it? But I don't know, wasn't there? Anyway, I've got loads of them in the shop. They're all cool and worth coming in and having a look at. Disc, record mirror, NME. They're just really cool, and they just came in a collection. Billy Fury, look at that. Jerry and the Pacemakers, Acker Bilk, Stones. Got that record mirror, 64 in colour. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Elvis record mirror. For this, let's picture the Yardbirds, Jeff Beck. Sorry, get my big face, and that's where it all started. Right, anyway, shall we... If you joined us 17 minutes, I'm just showing you some of the really interesting, cool magazines, record mirrors, NMEs from the 60s I've got, and a Rolling Stone from the 70s, which is quite cool. Right, should we get into collectibles? We'll say 17 minutes. Bit of resonance on the ding. Right, what have we got in collectibles? We've got quite a lot. So in here, there's going to be collectibles, and then there's loads of Beatles stuff for Beatles Week. Okay. So should we start with the sevens? Start with the sevens. Loads of Depeche Mode. Shape the Disease. Question of Sport. I mean Lust. Get the Balance Right. I think that's a Question of Lust again, but I think there's some like Belgian presses or something in here. So there's them. So they are going out. Pearl Jam. Dissident. Susie and the Banshees. Get loads of Susie on 7. If you don't buy this, it's going to go in the Dookie. Singing it now. Singing it. Buzzcocks. Ever Fallen in Love. Collectible. Jam. Bitter Rest Pill. Look at this. This is great. If you guess what it is, win some points. I won't tell you what it is, but it's post-punk perfectness. Post-punk perfectness. Okay, then, loads of Clash. So, that is Complete Control. Loads of Clash. Clash City Rockers. The light's not great, is it? Production value. It's going up and up and up. Tommy Gun. New Romantics, I've put English Civil War. I don't know why I put that. 1977. It's White Man, isn't it? White Riot. Bank Rubber. London Calling in red. So got some cool Clash, and they can be quite expensive. They're all in very good plus condition, I'd say. All right, what else? We got some Jazz. Nice, guess I have a ding for Jazz. It's not ultra amazing, but there's some quite cool stuff in here. Definitely worth. It's definitely, yeah. Bossa Nova, Lalo Schifrin. You know Lalo Schifrin, the dude who did lots of 70s soundtracks. So most famously, probably did the soundtrack to Dirty Harry and those movies. And if you go and listen to go and watch Dirty Harry, listen to the music through it. It's all like recorded in a studio and just it's perfect. The music's great. So Lalo Schifrin did stuff like that. He's a genius. That's him doing bossa nova. It's amazing. Bill Evans, not Bell Evans, Bill Evans, if you know Bill Evans. Post-bop modal. That's what you need to know in jazz. Just buy it and have it on your shelf and just go, yeah, I like a bit of jazz. I only like the post-bop modal stuff. And then just hope you're not speaking to anybody who knows anything about jazz. Bluff it. Bluff it. You know. Bluff it. Everybody does it. Everybody does it. They might use a bit of spin, but everybody does it. Bluffing it. Well, most people do. String along with Ray Eldridge, Easy Big Band. This is not collectible, it's just because it's in the jazz bit. So look, I just put the jazz together. It's not all collectible. Poema on guitar, Baden Powell. I don't think it's that, Baden Powell. Maybe the band's just called that. Tristessa on guitar, Baden Powell. Again, don't think it's that, Baden Powell. I mean, that's, you know, it's quite a juxtaposition. Big word. I do like that word. Juxtaposition from running the Scouts, innit? Poor game back. When I got the jazz collection in, I thought, great, let's have a look through it. Must probably got loads of rare miles, and there wasn't really, but there was this. I think it's a repress of it, like 80s. Bit of Miles. What have we got here? It's a Stan Getz. Oh, Art Tatum. So there's stuff like that in there. Herman's Heat. And Puento's Beat. And where's the other one? There was another rare one. Well organised here, didn't I, lad? Hey, well organised. What have we done with it? I missed it. It's over. Bill Evans. Art Tatum. There was another rare one which I just posted up and put online. Now I can't find it. Hang on. No, I don't know what I've done with it. I'll come back to it. Right, so Lord Sitar, RSD 2015 on green vinyl, doing cover versions of Daydream Believer and Blue Jay Way and stuff like that. Eleanor Rigby in a kind of sitar pop style. Run DMCs. Is this their first album? I don't think so. Tougher Than Leather. Great. Eagles Greatest Hits, Volume 1 and 2. This is a new press, so it's got Volume 1 and 2 in there. So there's new press on that. Right, now, that's... Oh, is it over here, that thing? No? No? Where is it? Oh, some other stuff. I think I showed you this last week. Fleetwood Mac box set. That's basically new. Prefab Sprout signed. I think I showed you that. I've got loads of Prefab Sprout trying to get... Well, I priced them up. These are, I've had in the shop, but I thought I'd try and pick some stuff off the wall just to mix it up a bit. Nirvana, original press of In Utero, original press of... I have to look what the name of this album was then. Nevermind. In Utero, Nevermind. Original 12-inch, it smells like Teen Spirit. Bought that when it came out, didn't I? Because I'm Ace. Black Album. Metallica. Pearl Jam's second album. Got Pearl Jam's first album as well. So there's those. I want to find this rare jazz album. Oh, do you know you can see it? Do you know you can see it in your mind? Anyway, let's get on with it. So look, let's say Beatles as organised as ever. Some people watch these videos as entertainment. Beatles. We'll go 25. What have I done with that? I'll have a quick look. Hang about. Sellers. I'll put it out already. we're done with it. Hello, welcome to the Beatles bit. I'm looking for a jazz record that's meant to be in the collectibles, and I've misplaced it. Probably just in here, isn't it? There's me looking about the place. Anyway, look, if you're at International Beatles Week, I've got loads of Beatles. Some standard pressing, some repressing, and some rare stuff. So let's go kind of through. This is just a snapshot. There's loads more out there. So I've got stuff like 80s represses Beatles, and that's the Beatles rarities. 70s repress Beatles. One of my favourite albums, that. White Album. Must have about 6 or 7 white albums in. 70s represses, all in really, I'd say near mint on the records. 70s repress on the stereo, 80s repress, Let It Be, 70s repress, Please Please Me. I think the point I'm trying to show is there's a load of interesting stuff. Beatles Hard Day's Night, 70s repress, Sgt. Pep's 80s repress, all sorts. So come on in. This is Greek. I don't know if it's original or repress. It's obviously 60s or 70s. I suspect 70s. Original copy of Ram, near mint, all over. It was hard not to take this home. Stuff like this. Give my regards to Broad Street. Best album I ever bought, that. Better than that. Double Fantasy, John Lennon, not rare, but just to show you I've got it in. Got loads of George solo stuff. Somewhere in England. Oh, All Things Must Pass UK box sets. Box is a bit iffy, but the records are great. Bangladesh. And that All Things Must Pass, apparently you can get them with a different coloured insert, white, but that's just a standard one. Got the poster. More like 70s represses. I should have put these all together, but I've got them in order of where I've got to price them. Original, mono. I've showed you this before, but Magical Mystery Tour repress. Got Magical Mystery Tour on 7 as well. More John Lennon, Dutch reissue. Stuff like Flowers in the Dirt. Macca 1. Okay, some of the maybe more of the interesting stuff. This is a repress, but in a first press sleeve. So the sleeve is probably worth, I don't know, 100 quid or something, but the album's probably not. That's interesting. And then just a standard repress in the yellow. I think that may be the first repress. More just later presses, you can tell with the text on the bottom. With the Beatles. So there's a few variations of these. So I've got if you're into that and you're nerdy, come in. I've got a few of them in the shop, but they're original presses for anybody else who just wants to get a decent copy. Say original of that year. They could be a second press, but it's when it came out. So that's with the Beatles. Loads of them. So you can see, you get the point, right? Got a lot. Beatles. So what else have we got? UK normal cut. First press of that. Another UK normal cut, Rubber Soul. UK loud cut, near mint on that. Running out of time. UK stereo with the Dr. R on the sleeve, Dr. DOCTOR on the label. Boring, but if you're a collector you'll know. Look, more UK monos. Red vinyl. Collectible. New Zealand copy of, I think it's just called Hey Jude, isn't it? I think so. New Zealand only press on that. White albums, right, so you've seen, if you've been following the channel, you've seen the sort of white albums I've got. This is a low numbered first press, day one release, all the bits. I put very good plus, but I think you can get away with near mint on a couple of sides of the vinyl, and there's a few hairlines on the others. Best example I've seen. That's going to cost a lot of the money. Okay, there's that one. Then I've got another one, exactly the same record, higher number, not as great condition, first press, day one. Then I've got a couple of intermediate copies, if you know what that means. It means it's one disc has got the EMI on, the other disc hasn't. transitional copy with the posters. Then I've got a later with EMI on both discs. So I've got loads of white albums, and then I've got Canadian pressing of it, represses. I'm now thinking I probably shouldn't have put all these Beatles records in. Repress stereo. Look, you can see standard copies, more with the Beatles, Help, Beatles. This is interesting. So I've got a copy of Shabby Road, but then standard copy and the first copy, first press. And you can see with the first press, it's got the misaligned apple on the back. See that apple? It's not straight, is it? It's not in line with the text. So everything else marries up. That's the first press of that. And I've got a later press of it where the apple does line up. See? Nerdy nonsense. Right, we're running out of time. So, and then I've got, which I think I've shown you all before, got like programs, and we've got books, and we've got posters, and then the pièce de résistance is my signed Beatles record and my first press, Please Please Me. So if you're at Beatles Week and you're interested in them, come down, give me a shout. I haven't got a price on them. It's kind of open to offers. Open to offers on them. And I'm looking for that Rare Jazz record, which is annoying me. I can't find it now. There was one Rare Jazz record. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If I find it, I'll put it in the picture of the cover for the video, and then I'll put a little note in the description telling you what an idiot I am and that I found it. Okay? Right, I think that's it, because I'm running over. Sorry, it's been boring, Annie, but, you know, I'll get back up to speed. So have a nice week. Come in and see the band. And I'm not going to say see you on the next one, because I can't see you. So it's ridiculous when people say that. But hopefully you'll join me for another one of these amazing videos, probably around about this time next week. All right? Take care. Bye.